Okay. Here, I will request each one of you to think what is the difference between Karma Yoga, which has been elucidated in chapter 3, and what is that Jnana, Karma, Sannyasa Yoga in chapter 4. What is the difference between the Karma Yoga as it is appearing in chapter 3 and as it is appearing in chapter 4? Is it clear? Each one of you think about it, read about it, contemplate, and we can have a discussion at the end of this chapter, which is going to be maybe another class or something like that. It will be a very interesting one. And the more you think about it, more you will appreciate it, what we have been taught so far, what Lord is trying to teach us. Otherwise, we're just going through the verses, trying to understand whatever we can, and then it will not have impact on us if we do not contemplate on the teaching. And that can happen when we try to think what exactly he was trying to convey in chapter 3 and what now he's trying to convey in chapter 4. What is the difference? It will be a very interesting one. Each one of you try sincerely. I am pretty sure you will be able to get that subtle difference, and once you have it, you will feel good about it, that you have learned something. Okay. Prashant Baba, which verse we had completed last time?
Last class I was not there, Baba.
Oh, you were not there. I think Anjuma was not there. Deepak Baba, 33, I think we completed, no? Santosh Baba? I think 33 we completed.
Yes, Baba,
Okay, 33 we'll
completed,
go
Baba.
through it again.
Yeah.
We'll just scan through it. Then we'll go to the 34th verse, which is a very beautiful verse, and all of you know it. Okay. Let's look at the verse 33. What so far the Lord is doing, let me say this one first. Yeah. So from the 25th verse onwards till 33 verse, Lord is talking about the benefits of Jnana Yoga or Jnana Karma Yoga, and also in another way, these are the practices which one can follow. So he has talked about how many yajnas so far, if you remember, how many? So Prashant Baba is excused because class he was not there. So okay, just to remind you, he has talked about 12 yajnas. Okay, from the 25th verse onwards till 33rd verse. So in the first was Deva Yajna, then Jnana Yajna, then Visaya Bhoga Yajna, that was on 26th verse. Then in 27th, he's talked about Indriya Samyam, that is called Dhamma, and then Sama Yajna, that is on sensory disciplines, that is Sama. So this is 5. Then he, on the 28th verse, he gave 5 more. So this was 5. Jnana, Deva, Visaya, Indriya, Sama, Dhamma and Sama, 5. And then on the 28th, he gave 5. What is the 5? Dravya Yajna. Okay. Then Tapo Yajna. Yoga Yajna. Then Swadhyaya and Jnana Yajna. So 5. 5, 5. It was became 10. Then on the 29th, he's talking about pranayama. Pranayama has been added taken in yajna. Then on the 38th verse, he talked about What is that? Niyam or Pahara. That means Ahara Samyam Yajna. Is talked about in the 30, 38th verse. Okay. Then afterwards, from 31 till 33, he is talking about the beauty of all these yajnas, and he is emphasizing that Jnana Yajna is far superior, or it culminates, all of the karma yajnas culminates in Jnana Yoga. Because karma yoga, all the karma actions you do, so like Dravya Yajna, you are doing it. That means you are offering certain things of this world. Deva Yajna, you are appeasing to the different gods and goddesses because some end in view. So whatever you do, whatever results you will get, because it will be finite in nature. Because karma is done by who? Your body, mind, and intellect. Are you getting it? So if this is a finite thing, is doing something, the result of that finite action will be only finite in nature. But what Jnana Yoga gives? Jnana Yoga is saying that you are Satchidananda Swarup. You are all pervading, eternal. There is no second thing other than you. That means you are infinite. And that Jnana Yoga is only establishing it. It's not creating anything. Let's understand this one. It's not creating anything. Are you getting it? Because when you saw in the dark the snake, but when you brought the light, you found that it is not a snake, it was a rope. Are you getting it? So neither you created the snake out of rope, nor now you have killed the snake. What you have just recognized, which was all through a rope, you only acknowledge that it is a rope. So that means you are infinite ever. But in between, you thought that you are limited by this body, mind, intellect. You are a limited human being. That's why the limitation of that personality brought in the pains of living in this world. But when you recognized through your jnanam that you are never this limited self, but always the unlimited infinite self, then what happened? All your finite results are included in that infinite thing, whatever you have now got it, because your nature is infinite itself. But when you are doing any karma, even if it is karma yoga or you do it as yajna, the result of that is finite in nature. That's why, so what happens? The Jnana Yoga is the best among all. That's why you will find, so in the 33rd verse, he's saying, Lord is saying, let's look at it again. He's talking about the glories of the Jnana Yajna. Yeah. Preyan Dravyamaya Yajna Jnana Yajnam Parantapa Sarva Karma Akilam Partha Jnani Parisamapsyate. So he is saying, Spreyan Dravyamaya Jnana Yajna. The Parantapa means the subduer of the enemies, the killer of the enemies. That is what he's addressing as Arjuna. Then he's saying, Shreyan. Which is Shreyan? Shreyan than the Dravyamaya Yajna. That means whatever you are doing, offering as matter in the Yajna. Previously you are giving, whatever you are giving, that are karma. So, Shreyan, better than that, all is Jnana Yajna. Because other yajnas are giving you finite results. But here in Jnana, you are getting the self-realization infinitude. You are acknowledging your infinitude. That means it is all pervading. There is no second thing. Everything is you. So what you need? So those results are already there in, because there is nothing beyond you, not separate from you. That means everything is there. In the third, if you remember, I think in the third chapter, he is saying that you are looking for something like a small pond, but self is like an ocean. So what you are looking for the pond? The pond is there in the ocean itself. So similarly, whatever results you get out of action is limited in nature, in time and space, whatever, whether you get money, whether you get residence, name, fame, whatever it is, it comes in time, it will go in time, it comes with a space, and it will go. But what you get in self realization, that I am that infinite being that is ever present. It was there, it is now, and it will be there also. And there is no second thing other than you. That means everything is inside you. So, whatever you did or you do as an action, it's limited in time and space, so that you can say, in a way, is included already in jnana. That's self realization. That's why he's saying, Trayan Dravyamaya Yajna, Jnana Yajna Parantapa. Out of all this material yajnas, the best one is Jnana Yajna. You got it now? Then he's saying, Sarva Karma Akhilam Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. So, Akhilam here, all these karmas, what it ends in, or it, you can say it is already included, or it is ends in Jnanam, Parisamapyate. So it is culminates in this Jnanam. Why? Because Jnanam is infinite. What is this Jnanam? Jnanam about the Atma Jnanam. What is Atma? That you now, you are disowning yourself as the limited body, mind, intellect, and you are owning up to your own true self. That is Tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. What is that swarupa, your avasthanam? That it is Satchidan Ananda Swarup. So all this, whatever yajnas you did so far, is saying the Jnana Yajna is the best. Is it clear? Now that is, let's discuss. Now, who got liberated? Who got liberated? We said you got self-realization. You are always there, correct? You were there all along Satchidan Ananda Swarup. Yes or no? So who
Yes.
got liberated?
The ego?
Your true self didn't, because your true self was ever free.
Ego got
Your
liberated.
body, mind, intellect was feeling the limitness of this body, mind, intellect. He was feeling he is incomplete. So that's why he was grabbing things, relationship, and events out from the outside world. He was saying, okay, I need this because I am a limited person. So who was seeking self-realization and who got it?
Our mind got the self-realization.
Mind. Mind is part of what? Matter?
Ego.
No, mind is a part of this world, correct? Material world, or Maya or Prakriti. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Because mind is matter. Except your awareness, that is consciousness, everything else is matter as far as scriptural knowledge is concerned. So if my mind is matter, so what it got rid of? Matter is matter. So who got liberation?
Ego.
Okay. Anybody else?
Baba,
Baba, there is
the
no
dissolution
one
of
to be Baba, there is just the understanding, I think. There is no one to be liberated.
Okay. Yeah.
Baba, just the dissolution of the body consciousness.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Anybody else?
Just the dissolution of body, mind, intellect. That all.
Yes. In a way, who is getting liberated? That's why when it was asked, who got it? It's a very difficult question to answer. So that's why Adi Shankara, when it was asked, who got liberated? Adi Shankara said, who was praying? Who had a problem? Who had a problem? Jiva had a problem.
Yeah, the Jiva.
The limited self, the person who was thinking that he is limited. That means that personality who was feeling the pinch of it, that dropped itself. Actually, he even did get it because he cannot get it because he's matter. Are you getting it? You cannot say that he got it because he is matter. Are you getting the subtleness of the argument? Why Adi Shankara didn't say that it's the ego got it or the jiva got it? Because there's matter. So they will never get it. And what is there? That is only reflected consciousness. So what is making it aware? Our body, mind, intellect plus reflected consciousness. Are you getting it? Because it's reflected in our intellect, Mahat. So it is not even the consciousness itself. It's reflected. It's not your body. It's not your face. It's reflected in the mirror. The reflected face is not your original face. Are you getting it? Similarly, this reflected consciousness, the jiva, is like a reflected consciousness. You can look it in the mirror. It is not you. Who are you? You are that Satchidananda Ananda Swarupa. Because of the distorted nature of the mirror, you are looking like this. So when you change the mirror from this material mirror to the scriptural knowledge now comes as a mirror. And your guru is holding that mirror in your front in the right way. If you do not, hold that mirror also in the right way, you will not be able to perceive yourself correctly. When you perceived yourself, then what happened? Oh, you realize this is me. So then he is establishing his true self. Tada drashtu swarupe avasthana.
Baba,
Yes.
so we can also say once we stop identifying ourselves with all this ego, BMI, and all, that is also understanding, right? So this stop the identification itself, or shifting the identification itself is called liberation, right?
Yes, but let's also understand a realized person is operating in two senses. In one, when he is establishing himself, that means when he is thinking from the point of the awareness, Satchidan Ananda Swarupa, he sees the entire thing in him. There's no different. But then he has a body, mind, intellect as well. So he will also feel hungry. So he is now having his food, prasad he is having. So what happened to his? He is utilizing. He is also saying, I am eating. Correct? Or he doesn't say, I am eating, my body is eating. He will say, I am eating. This is my passport. Guruji is saying, this is my passport. I want to have it. Or I did it. Or I am doing it. I am giving the lecture. I am taking the class. So that means what he is doing. So as and when he is getting engaged in action, he knows that he is utilizing this body, mind, intellect. So in two planes he is working. When he is interacting with the world, he feels that he is utilizing this body, mind, intellect as an instrument. And even if he says I, he is meaning that body, mind, intellect. But in and through that experience, he is ever established in the knowledge that he is not this body, mind, intellect. He is that Satchidananda Ananda Swarup. Are you getting it? It's little
Yes,
subtle.
Baba. So it is like slipping in and out. So you are in
Yes.
the awareness background, but when you are interaction, all the
Yeah.
interaction
In the morning
world,
when you
Yeah.
in the morning when you are getting out of a dream, you love this dream, then you want to lie down and think about the dream. So you are in both the sides, in the dream and also you are awake. So similarly is the case of a realized person. So that's why the Lord is saying here, Sreyan Dravyamaya Yajna Jnana Yajnam Parantapa Sarva Karma Akhilam Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. That means whatever you want to achieve in this action through Karma Yoga or Jnana Karma Yoga, whatever you will achieve, that itself is included in your self itself, Satchidananda Ananda Swarupa, because there is nothing except you. That means everything is inside you. So this is what Lord has said in the 33rd verse. Okay. Now let's go to the verse 34. Now Lord has finished here. Then 32 verse also. Let me just go with you so that you know what in 32nd verse Lord is now all these verses, 2-3 verses, he is talking about the importance of Jnana Yoga. Evam bahu vidha yajna vitatam brahmano mukhe. Evam means after he describes these 12 yajnas, he is saying bahu vidha yajna. He is not saying that this is all the yajnas only. There are no other yajnas besides these 12 yajnas. He is saying bahu vidha yajnas has been prescribed. Where? Brahmano mukhe. Brahmano mukhe means in Vedas. You will find n number of yajnas has been prescribed in Vedas. But he is saying karmajan vidhi an sarva evam gyatva vimokhyase. But the moment you know that this is coming out of karmaj, then that itself will liberate you from the bondage. How he is saying that? Knowing these yajnas itself will liberate you. Think to it. How he is saying that here he is saying in the 33rd verse you saw, he is saying Trayan Dravyamaya Yajna Jnana Yajna Parattapa. Out of all the yajnas, Jnana Yajna is the best, or everything culminates in Jnana. But in 32nd verse he said, Karmajam Vidhi Tan Eva Jnatva. Once you know that all of them are out of karma. Karmajam, from karma it has all these yajnas are coming because you are getting an action, because you are putting a fire, you are putting whatever you are offering it there. So all these yajnas you are doing, it is out of karma. And that he is saying, once you know that, Gyatva Vimokhyase, it will liberate you from the bondage. What is the Lord is saying here about? We know that karma yoga and whatever the actions we are doing it, what it will ensure? It ensures what it ensures?
Chit Shuddhi.
Chitta Shuddhi. So here, Lord is not talking about Chitta Suddhi. He's saying this will liberate you. That means, but a person who has passed his materialism, you are telling him, so don't worry, now you have passed it, you will become like a doctor. He has not gotten into medicine. But you can say that, okay, now this is the next step, is you are going to get into medicine, and then once you complete it, you will be a doctor. So similarly, here saying, if you understand why you would got into karma yoga, and as in yajna, in the third chapter, this is what your home tax is there. So I am not getting into more, I am not going to explain it more. So in the third chapter, he said karma. Now you have understood what is these yajnas arising out of karma. Once you understand this, know for sure that it will liberate you from the bondage. But we know that karma cannot liberate. It will only get Chitta Suddhi, and Chitta Suddhi ensures that you have now qualified to pursue Jnana Yoga, and which will give you liberation. Okay, so this is, Lord has used these 2-3 verses to saying that Jnana Yoga is the ultimate yajna which will liberate you. But Karma Yoga has also a role in it. Karma Yoga without Jnana Yoga is incomplete. Jnana Yoga without Karma Yoga is not possible. You said, okay, why I have to get into karma? Let me go to the Jnana. That's what Arjuna wanted. Arjuna, why you are telling me to fight? Let me go to Himalayas, let me meditate and get liberated. You think that is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because even if you go to Himalayas and going to meditate, what you will be thinking of? You will be thinking of masala dosa and that sweets or whatever it is. Because your attachment to the things of this world, attachment to the persons of this world, attachment to the events of this world continues. And that loosening process of this attachment is Karma Yoga and Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. And let's go. Now, this thing, how I am going to get this Jnanam? Okay. Then Lord is saying here, this verse, all of you know it, it's a beautiful verse. 33, 34. Okay. तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनः तत्त्वदर्शिनः. So now, how you are going to get this jnanam? Two things he is talking about here. So what he's saying, who you should approach? You have to approach somebody which will teach you. Who is be jnanina tattvadarshinaha. He should be a jnani. Jnani means he should be a liberated person. If he is not a liberated person, he is not going to be able to help you in gaining this knowledge. And why this jnani? And what is the qualification here? He's saying tattvadarshinaha. He understands the reality. What is that tattva? What is the reality? What he understands? That this is Satchid and Ananda Swarupa. That is the reality. Other things are just appearances, mere appearances. Everything is you. Jnanina Tattvadarshina. So you have to go to them and they will be able to help you. And so he is talking about here Guru. If you look at the concept of Guru, we have, n number of kinds of Gurus we have in our life. That can be initiating Guru. We have also this, Apara Vidya, that means your chemistry Guru, physics Guru, mathematics Guru, all these lecturers, masters are there. That also one is there. Initiating Guru is there. There can be some inspiring Gurus, because somebody looked at, these bees, honey bees, and he got the knowledge that you should, whenever you look at anything, you look at the good things of life, but don't like be a fly, go into the dirty things of life. So honey became his guru also. So that sort of it is called inspiring gurus. So you can have an initiating guru, you can have inspiring gurus. Also, you can have gurus for in Apravidya. That means on the material sciences, material knowledge, whatever we are getting, we can have. So Lord is not talking about those gurus. That's why he is saying Tattva Darshinaha. Which Tattva? That your true nature, that Tattva, Atma Jnana. So that guru one has to go. And how you will go? Tad vidhi pranipatena. Tad vidhi means try to learn it. Vidhi means try to learn it. How you will learn it? Pranipatena. Pranipatena means, what is pranipata? Fall at the feet of the guru. So here in pranipatena, when you do the sastanga pranipata, that means you have to have that humility in you, humbleness, that I need to know this. This is my guru who has this jnanam. So you have to have that humility. Without humility, the jnanam, especially the scriptural knowledge or spiritual knowledge, is not possible. And when you do the pranipata, that means it shows that you realize that you need this knowledge and you do not have it, your guru has it, so you are, with that humility, you are going to ask him to teach you. Tadvidhi pranipatena, then pariprasnena. So you have to ask. Whatever he says, if you do not understand, because in our scriptural knowledge, you will find always there is a sambada is there. That is, whenever Arjuna had a doubt, always he has raised these queries and Lord has explained. Because if you look at it, chapter 2, the entire knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Lord has given. And then he has summed it up in chapter 18. That means from chapter 3 to 17, Lord is only explaining what Arjuna's doubts were. That means if you have a legitimate doubt, then you need to ask and get it clarified. So that's why, what is prashna and pariprashna? Prashna is what? Okay, then we'll come back. I will go back to there. Then another is saying pranipata, pariprashna. So pariprashna is, that means prashna is also a question. Pariprashna is appropriate. That means you are asking to seek the knowledge, not to test your guru or your test your, your erudition, saying you have to show off. No. You are asking sincerely, whatever doubts you have, you raise it and try to get it resolved. So pariprasnena, not prasnena, pariprasnena. Then sevaya. Sevaya means do the service to the guru. Why you need to do the service to the guru? Because this knowledge, as we say, that he's saying that you have to pranipata, that means you have to have the humility. Then pariprasnena, that means there is an intense desire to have this knowledge. So it can be faked while getting to go to the guru, or it may change over time also. Then it is a waste of your time and waste of the time of your guru as well. So how you will do that? No, you do the seva. 6 months, 1 year in the Gurukulam, when they were going, even 5 years, 10 years, people have been there, like doing the seva itself. So what it does? It brings that gives the chance to Guru to know you in and through. Then he knows how or when he can teach you and go through the scriptures with you. Slowly he will build you up. How he will build up if he doesn't know you? It's not like the chapter wise, this is the course. I finished this 20 chapters within this 1 year, so your course is over. No, that is not the purpose. That is not going to also help in spiritual knowledge. Brick by brick, stone by stone, slowly one has to build it up. So Guru will find out what you lack, where you lack, and then he imparts that knowledge to you appropriately, and he also ensures that you imbibe that knowledge. It becomes a part of you. It's not like a written in the notebook is kept. I will read it again when I need it. No, because this knowledge has to be lived. So in the presence of your Guru, you live through that knowledge. You will fall. Then Guru will say, hey, here you are making a mistake. Wake up, rise up, stand up, again follow, then follow. So you are doing that. You are growing in knowledge. You are shedding your false knowledge in the presence of the Guru. So three things he is saying. So you have to go to a Jnani, a Guru, who is a Tattvadarshina, who is himself a realized person. So he knows what is such knowledge. He has lived it. So that is one. Then what is the things you follow to gain that knowledge from your Guru? That is pranipata. It should be with humility. Pariprasnena, that you should have the intense desire to learn that I want to be spiritually grow, and then seva. And you should be willing to offer your services unrestrained services, no limitations there. Complete surrender, you have to do it. In this connection, how many of you, maybe you, two of you, maybe you have seen this book? You know this book?
Yes, Baba. Yeah,
You know. How many of you know?
we know, Baba. Yeah.
You know, Santosh Baba, you know. Okay. Who else knows this book?
We read it every day.
You read every day. Very good. Parayana, we can. Yeah. So in this book, this particular verse has been also taken up in the 39th chapter. So it's a beautiful one. So somebody, he wanted to show that he has this Sanskrit knowledge, and he thought that Sai Baba doesn't know. Then Sai Baba once, he was saying, he said, what you were chanting? Because that fellow was, murmuring something. Sai Baba said, what you are murmuring? So he said this, Tadvidi parimpratina parimprasnena sevaya upadeksanti te jnanam jnaninam tattvadarshina. So Sai Baba is asking him, oh, Nana, do you understand it? He said, of course I understand it. He said, tell me, what is that? He's saying, making sastanga namaskara, questioning the Guru, serving him, learn what this jnana is. Then Baba is saying, okay, Nana, tell me straight. Pranipata, equal prostration. So mere prostration is enough. So he couldn't say yes or no. Then he's saying, what is pariprasna? So Nana said, I don't asking questions. So Baba is saying, what is the meaning of prasna? Is questioning. So pariprasna is what? He said, I don't know. The Adi Shankara has not given, Vyasa has not given any definition of what is pariprasna. I do not know the meaning. So what is seva? What we are doing always? He said, is it enough to render such services? Then Baba goes on, he's saying, It is not enough merely to prostrate before the Gyanis. We must make sarvasva saranangati, complete surrender to this Guru. For it, that is pranipata. Mere questioning is not enough. This Sai Baba is saying. The question must not be made with an improper motive or attitude to trap the Guru and catch and mistakes in the answer or out of idle curiosity. It must be serious with a view to achieve moksha or spiritual progress. This particular verse, so beautiful. Seva is not merely rendering service, retaining still the feeling that one is free to offer or refuse service. One must feel that he is not the master of the body, that the body is Guru's, it exists merely to render service to him. If this is done, Sadguru will show you what that Jnanam is. Then there is another beautiful question. He's saying, why he will be Jnanam? Can you think of any other word in the place of Jnanam? So he said, no, Adi Shankara has not given anything. He said, forget about Adi Shankara, tell me anything. Then he's saying, Ajnanam. It's a beautiful thing Sai Baba has said there, because he's saying what Jnanam he will give, because he is already, Satchidan Ananda Swarupa. His true nature is Satchidan Ananda Swarupa. So what Jnanam you are going? Only this Ajnanam was there. What is the Ajnanam? That he is this body, mind, intellect. So this Ajnanam, that means he should be giving the teaching that he is not this body, mind, intellect. That means he will to take out this Ajnanam, this Andhara. That means the darkness of ignorance, he has to only take out. So instead of Jnanam, you can utilize the word Ajnanam. The Guru tells him what is Ajnanam. That your identification of the body, mind, intellect is your mistake. That is your Ajnana. Once you understand that you are not body, mind, intellect, because you are already there. So what is your problem? Your problem is Ajnanam. So Guru is actually removing your Ajnanam. Guru is not giving you Jnanam, because you are Satchidana Ananda always. Are you getting it? The subtle difference what Sai Baba made in that particular chapter. So beautifully he has put it here. And what is this Ajnanam? He's saying, I am a jiva, I am a creature. Body is the soul, I am the body. God, world, and jiva are different. I am not God. Not knowing that body is not the soul. Not knowing that God, world, jiva are one. The beautifully this book gives it this. So this is a beautiful verse. So now let's look at the verse again, and how one will get this knowledge. So you have to go to a Jnani. Why the Upadekshanti? So whatever he is going to give, he is going to give it Tattvadashana. Tattvadashana means from scriptural knowledge. So scriptural knowledge becomes your mirror, because through our sense organs, whatever we see, or think, smell, touch, whatever we are doing, our five sense organs, it is the things of the world, sensory objects. Even we cannot see our own eyes, because it can see only things out of us, outside of us. Okay. Now, so how you will now see your eyes? How you see your eyes? Only in the mirror, correct? When it is reflected in a mirror, then only you will see what is your real eyes looks like. So similarly, the scriptural knowledge is the mirror. So teacher is saying, hey, your scripture is saying this. So that becomes a mirror. So when you look at that knowledge, then you now know who you really are. So that scriptural knowledge works as the mirror. And what the Guru does? Guru does two things. One is, because if there are dirt on the surface of the mirror, the image is not crystal clear. And what is that dirt on the mirror can be our likes and dislikes. That is Chitta Suddhi is necessary. Karma Yoga is necessary to clean the mirror. Chitta Suddhi, clean it. Then what the Guru then does, puts it in a way, then I can see my, because if the mirror is there, if you do not know, either you can look at the back side also, you can be able to, like slanting position, you will not be able to see properly, or in the sideways, you will not. So Guru holds it in the right manner so that you will be able to see your reflected self in that mirror. So that is what Tattvadarshina. He knows how to do it. So he shows the mirror of scriptural knowledge in our front in a perfect manner so that we can see our true self in that knowledge. So this is what Upadekshati. Then he tells you how to go about it and what is with what attitude we go to a guru. Pranipata, Pariprashna, and Sevaya. That means with humility, then with the intense desire to learn and think, then to offer our services, unquestionable services to the society or to the Guru. When you do that, then the Guru will bless us with that knowledge. Vidhi paripratena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshini. Okay, tattvadarshina. Okay, now let's go to the next verse. Sorry, why I got out of it. 35. There is another one I wanted to share with you. Here, Kalidasa in his Malavigani Mitra, that what is some Vedic scripture is there of Kalidasa, where he's saying that the Guru, the basic intention here is saying not only he should be Strutiya, and that means he has the knowledge about the scripture, but he should have the ability to teach. Because two things you need in a Guru. First, the Jnanam should be there. Second is the ability to communicate that Jnana. If you have the quality of communicating, but you don't have the Jnanam, then also it doesn't help. And if you have the Jnanam, you do not know how to communicate also, then also it is not helpful. So Guru should be, Stotriya should be there. One is that he should have the Jnana Nishtha. Then he should also have Pratisthaya. Say, Dhuri Pratisthaya. Then he should be able to communicate that knowledge. So this is a small point I wanted to share that. Then we are going to the 35th verse. From the 35th verse onwards now, Lord is again talking about the benefits of Jnana Yoga. Now it is not talking about the only karma part of it, only Jnana Yoga he is now talking. Yajnatvana punarmoham evam yasya Sri Pandava ena bhutyana sesena rakhyasmat anyatho mai. So what will happen once you have this jnanam knowledge? He says yat gatva. Yat means this one, once you know it, puna moha. Moha means delusion. Evam, like this. Like this, what he is talking about moham like this? He is talking about the moha of Arjuna. Because he said in the second chapter He said, this is moha. I am in delusion. Whether I should fight, I should not fight. Because your attachment to things of this world pushes us into these situations where we cannot take a decision. Whether I have to do it or I will not do it. Moha. That is called moha. Yasyasi Pandava. Yasyasi means you shall get. What you will get? That you will not again will happen. No. Puna Boha. That means you will not get again into delusion. Because your delusion will be gone. That means that I am this. What is the delusion? I am this body, mind, and intellect. Are you getting it? The delusion that I saw the snake was not there. When the Guru puts the light there, then you saw that it is a rope. So your delusion that it was a snake is now gone. So along with what will happen? The fear of the snake which was there inside you, that is also gone forever. Similarly, when you realize you are not this body, mind, intellect, but you are the Satchidana Ananda Swarupa. So whatever the pros and cons of identifying yourself with the body, mind, intellect, that I am limited. I need this thing of this world. I need this relationship of this world. I need this event, my promotion or this my son's admission to somewhere. I have to get my promotion. I have to get this house. I have to get this vehicle. All this, that anxiety, anxiousness to get the things of the world to make myself feel that I am complete, that is gone forever because you realize there is no second thing other than you. Everything is in you. Why you need anything from this world? Nothing you need. So that is what he's saying. Yat Yajgatva. So once you know this, na puna. Again, it is not going to never. Again, you are going to have this moha, means delusion. What delusion? That you are this body, mind, and intellect. Then, ena bhutan aneshena. This knowledge, when people get it, bhutanam, so what is kind of living beings, they will get asheshana, draksha, atmani. So what you will find, all these other people, bhutas means these jivas, and whatever you are seeing, this entire world, daksha means you will see in atmani, in yourself. That means now you realize that you are the Satchidana Ananda Swarupa. There is nothing other than you. You are the only thing which is there. There is nothing, second thing is there. No second being there. Advaitaya. So once you understand that, that means everything, whatever I am saying, this is in me. That's why I'm saying, Drakshasya Atmani. You will see in yourself. Then again he is saying, Atha Mahi. And similarly also, you will see in me. That means Lord is saying, you can also see in him also. That means, oh Arjuna, not only you will see this whole creation inside you, you will also see this whole creation in the Lord. That means, what then he is saying? You and the Lord are one and the same. Are you getting it? What he is saying here? Wow, that beautiful, that jnanam, you are getting it. First thing, that your moha is gone forever. That's why if you remember, on the 18th chapter, the last, when Arjuna is talking about there, Arjuna is saying that now my delusion is gone. 1 minute, that's verse. Nasta moha smuti labdva tvat prasadan amuchyata. That is in the verse 73. Nasta moha. Now my delusion is destroyed. He's saying, Smriti labdva. Now I have gained my memory. Memory of what? That I am Satchidananda Swarup. because he was not fool, because he knew that temporarily it was gone, right? Temporarily it has gone out of our mind. So similarly, he's saying nasta moha. In 73 verse on the chapter 18, he's saying at the end of the entire teaching. So similarly here, Lord is saying, once you have this, you go to your guru and get this jnanam, so what will happen? Your moha will be destroyed forever. It is not going to come back again. No puna. Ahameva yasyasi. It is not going to come back again to you. Moha will not come. Then what will happen? Bhutanya sesana. That means all these bhutas. Bhutas means all the beings and things of this world. Dakshasa atmani. You will see in yourself. That means everything is in you. That means all the waves are in the ocean. All the ornaments are in gold. Are you getting it? So everything is in you. Then he's saying also it is in me. It is also in me. That means Lord is saying, Lord Krishna is saying this also you will see that in me. That means you will see it in God. You will also see it in you. That means you and the God is one and the same. Okay? Or it is too much? All of you know this. Yes. Any question, anything you want to share? Jagatpal ji, Shripad ji, Piyush Baba. Jagatpal ji, tell me. You want to tell me something? Jagatpal ji, so nice to see you. Tell me. Jagatpal ji, you have to unmute yourself.
Yes. Pranam Baba.
Pranam. You are in Saudi, correct?
Saudi Arabia, yes.
Very good. Tell me, Baba.
But all well.
Thank you. Okay, anything you want to share on this, whatever we discussed today?
No, sir, it was excellent.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. Shripad Baba?
It's a lot to take in, so just thinking about it.
Yeah, good.
No
good,
questions.
Good. Thank you. Nehama, are you there?
Ji Baba.
So
Just driving.
think about it. This is a beautiful verses. It is a transition, like from how through in and through karmas, in and through actions, in and through our thoughts. How can we can anchor ourselves in the knowledge, and then see what is Lord is giving a direction, that how you will see that everything is in you, that nothing is separate from you. So this, this vision, we have to develop slowly and slowly. There's nothing is separate from me. There's no second being is there. Everything is in me. Like in the dream character, when you see the dream, you are the dreamer. Every character, every plant there, every dust, every stone in that dream world is yours. It's your whole creation. It is in it, inside you. And where it will resolve, it will resolve into you only. But the moment we have seen that, we discussed a number of times, the moment you yourself find like a small little individual in that dream world, then you start suffering. That means the moment you are identifying yourself with the body, mind, intellect, suffering starts. So in and through, because without this body, mind, intellect, also you cannot live in this world. So where the wisdom lies? So in and through that experience, whatever is happening from body, mind, intellect, you have to know its limitations, accept that limitations, but transcend it. That means Ramana Maharshi he was having cancer. He was having a body. That the pain must have been there. But he knows that the body is there. Some disease may be there. The pain is there. But in and through also he knows that body is not his. It's not he. So there is a wall between his true self and this body, mind, intellect and the world. So you sort yourself out mentally. And another question here. Ramana Maharshi, which guru he went? So Tadviti Pariprasnena Parishevaya, it is not applicable to Ramana Maharshi? Tell me, anybody? Is applicable to him or not? But he didn't go to any guru. Anybody? Deepak Baba.
Baba, nature was his guru. He learned from everyone, Baba.
Or
We don't know.
in
Yeah.
this lifetime that we know of.
Yes, this lifetime may not be, earlier lifetime may be there, and these are, we can tell as exceptions. So exceptions can be general. So we cannot go by exceptions. No, let me go and sit somewhere. I will get, because Ramana Maharshi has got it, Ramakrishna Paramahansa got it. No. Go by the general. We are very general people. So let's go to a guru, read systematically, get over the problem. Okay? Tapasda.
Yes, Baba. Baba, I just thinking one thing, like when there is pain, when there is very means definite feeling is there, if it is a realized master also.
No, but what you also try, but if you right time, you concentrate your chakras and breath and your guru, you will find the pain will be there in the body, but it will be very less, in the sense that 50%, 60% will be less. It's the question, because the pain is coming where? Pain is not coming in the body, pain is coming in the mind. Pain is coming in the mind, correct? If you shift the focus of the mind from the body to your guru, to that extent, it's reduced. Because body is there intimately connected with the mind. So it cannot have a totally watertight compartment. But it's a question of where the focus of the mind is. If your focus of the mind is the outside world and my body, then pain of course will be heavy. But when your focus of your mind goes to something else, on your guru, on your spiritual growth, then what will happen? That dependency on this body becomes less, or it has a less impact on the mind than the other thing. Like a match is going on. So between, say, Australia and, say, India, cricket match. If you are a fanatic cricket fan, it's painful. Say if India is get defeated by Australia. But if you watch a match, for match you are watching, you have other occupations. It's not a main focus that, it's difficult, or you feel bad about it. As Dashera is there, they should have played well, or they failed. So you laugh it away. It will not be that painful. It's a question of mind, where your mind is anchored. That is very important. That's why observing the breath, why it is so important, why Guruji, Gurudev are always saying, observe, observe, observe. The moment you observe, you are going in, first thing. You are not looking out. I was telling you, when my frailties of a human being, when I walk in the morning, if I'm looking at the face and the things, I lose track of my breath. But the moment I look down, and walk. I don't miss one breath. So we have to change the focus of our mind, I think. Yes, Rajeshji?
So, Baba,
First thing,
chakra,
my apologies. I missed a lot of classes, so I am not eligible student to
No.
because
have to
everybody.
take re-admission.
No, everybody, all of us, we are learning. Even I am also learning. Believe me.
Once I have two peculiar questions if time permit, and we can discuss. One is very related to our Kriya. We discussed last time. You visited here as well. There is one theory of Drigdrashya Vivek. Na? So I'm not going all the stages you explained in detail. So I'm just jumping to last stage when the definition drashta is coming in picture. So when we are in our paravastha, so are we drashta? Matlab in that state, in the state of drashta?
No, if you go into the paravastha state, because your role as a drashta is gone.
Okay.
But then how you write? Because there you have to write who got it. Like you are saying, Tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. The seeker is established. At that time, he is a seeker. Because the moment you are established in your true self, you are no more a seeker. You are a seeker when you are seeking something. But once you are established where you are seeking, you are not a seeker. But then we have to use a word, how the author or the guru is going to use, he has to use a word. So he is using, because word has its limitations. This is where you find the limitation of the word. So that's why.
But once I'm just restricting on that definition.
Definition, you are not seeker there. Because you are in the paravastha state. If you are in the like a samadhi state, we are let's take it because we don't know which state we are. But if you are one is samadhi state, the whole thing is you. So where is the question of seeker is coming or seeking is coming? Or liberation is coming or liberated is coming? Nothing. You are. So beautifully he has found out that word. Patanjali. Tadadrashtu swarupe avasthanam. So beautifully he said that you will see it or you will have it, you will experience it. But only be established.
But still, if I will go by Patanjali's definition, Tadadrashtu swarupe avasthanam, so still there duality, swarup is there and who
Swarupa is there because drashta is because the moment you are established in your swarupa, where the seeker drashta will no be there, but then he has to use that word. Who gets it? Drashta gets it. That was seeker is there. So seeker is established, but the moment you are established in your true self, so you are no more a seeker.
In any case, just to gauge our progress in our paravastha, in any hint you can give, yeah, this is the closest state where you can claim or you can say that yes, I am in my swarupa. Is there?
See, because it will be a state when you are not now listening to anything, you are not hearing anything, but you feel, everything, there is just light or something, you just state where you feel you do not there, you are losing your identity or something, you are just there, something is there, you are there, there's nothing, you cannot distinguish anything, you cannot see anything, because you cannot do anything there, you cannot see even, you cannot experience anything, because for that you need your mind. Let's understand. That's why in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you are not breathing. Because if you are not breathing, that means your mind is resolved. And without mind, you cannot, because without bulb, electricity cannot do anything. So how electricity know that he is electricity? So you have to just, you cannot explain in words, but then you will know.
you mentioned at times the problem is the identification. You are just telling, okay, and at the same time, realization will also appear in our mind. Okay, so if you go Sankhya philosophy, then